Let me ask you this. Do you have any idea what to expect from the Cavaliers in the playoffs?
I don't, because I don't know how healthy Donovan is going to be, and I don't know how effective he's going to be. And I think those are two different things, right? I think he's healthy enough to play. Clearly, it's not something that is structurally wrong with his knee. It's not something that he believes playing on it is going to re-injure it or make it worse. But there's a difference between being healthy enough to play and being healthy enough to be effective while playing, especially in the playoff crucible. I mean, I don't know who they're going to play. It could be Indiana. It could be Orlando. It could be New York. It could be Miami. It could be Philadelphia. There is no cakewalk waiting for the Cavs in the first round of the playoffs. So we're talking about high-level basketball, pressure-packed basketball, a lot of stress on that knee, and it's just hard for me to gauge how effective Donovan is going to be when the playoffs roll around. If I continue to see more evidence of the old Donovan Mitchell the way that we did last night against the Memphis Grizzlies, then maybe my viewpoint is going to change a little bit. But Donovan is the one who's going to have to carry this offense. Donovan is the one who the defense is going to focus their attention on. Donovan is the one who's capable of dictating terms and shifting a series. And if he's not the guy that he was at the beginning of the season, when the Cavs were 36-17 and he was in the MVP conversation, it's going to be hard for them to win 4 out of those 7 games against any of the opponents that are waiting for them in the first round, because those are going to be pretty much close to toss-up series to begin with, Dave. So I do think it's hard to gauge just one, how good this team is, two, how ready this team is, because you just don't know the level of readiness of Donovan when it comes to playoff basketball with his knee.
So let me ask you this. In theory, when I see Strus, Niang, Morris, and even Tristan Thompson, when I see them play, I'm like, all right, now these are the guys that can help you win playoff series. Is that those are guys you just don't, it's like gum scraping. If they're going to defend you and play physical with you, you're going to know that they're there.
Here's the thing, Dave, it's so funny that you bring this up, because in the aftermath of the Knicks series, all anybody inside the organization wanted to say was, no, we were tough enough. We were physical enough. We just got outplayed. We got outcoached, however they wanted to phrase it, right? But they pushed back against this notion that the Cavs were bullied by the New York Knicks, that the Knicks were more physical than them. And then they spent every single dollar that they spent since that moment was to bring in guys with playoff experience, playoff toughness, and all guys who play with an edge to them. So all I'm saying is their moves their moves don't back up the things that they were saying in the aftermath of that Knicks series. George Niang's been there, done that. He understands what playoff basketball is all about. He understands what it takes. Same thing when it comes to Max Strus. Same thing when it comes to Tristan Thompson, Marcus Morris Sr. as well. And George Niang and Max Strus are among the league leaders in technical fouls, because they play with that toughness. They play with that edginess. They're willing to mix it up. They're not going to get pushed around the same kind of way. Now, are those guys going to make shots? Are they going to be talented enough to get consistent minutes in the playoffs? We'll just have to wait and see how the matchups present themselves and what the Cavs need on a nightly basis. But having that playoff know-how and that experience on the sidelines, I think that is going to help the Cavs in a way that they were missing it last year against the Knicks.